Really?
Yeah.
You're just going to leave me?
I'm going to have a wee and I'm going to leave, yeah.
You're going to leave?
Yeah. If you leave me now, you'll get there 3 hours before me. Ooh, don't buy an electric car. See you in a bit. See you in Benidorm. See, this is the point, right? Lee's just said to me, Geoff, it's going to take me 10 hours. And I'm like, yeah, well, that's the thing. You know, it might be slightly cheaper for you to get there, but if you're going to be that far behind me, what's the point? Anyway, we're off, and I need my sat nav. We're going to the viaduct, which is slightly out of our way, but not too much out of the way. And then Benidorm, another full day of driving. I love it. I am never happier than when I'm behind the wheel of a car. And although this one uses a lot of fuel, I do like it a lot. It's such a mile muncher. It's very comfortable. It's very happy at cruising speeds. And everybody kind of reassured me in the comments yesterday, 30 miles to the gallon. It's all right for a car like this. You know, it's a 150 mile an hour car, 147. But you know, for a car that's that capable and that big, and at the end of the day, I've got 2 paddleboards in here, I've got 2 scooters in here, I've got 2 skateboards in here, and I've got all our stuff for a 10-day holiday. And there's space for 4 adults. Right, need my sat nav. I definitely didn't forget which side of the road we're meant to drive on. Did you notice I pulled out the hotel on the wrong side of the road?
Yeah, so did I.
Regardless of how I drive as well, if I drive fast, I use more fuel, but it takes me 5 minutes to fill up. It'll cost me more, but I'll get there sooner. And again, that's where you have to go, well, what's the value here? Is the value in getting down there as cheaply as you can, or is the value in getting down there at 5 o'clock, having time to relax and then get some dinner, instead of arriving at 9, 10 o'clock? And that's where you really have to weigh this up. But as we discussed this morning, I still think the big winner in all of this is the diesel car, because it's the best of both worlds.
It is. It is, without a shadow of a doubt. You do this in a diesel, you got your range, you got your price, and that's it. It's the big win. Diesel's the win every time.
Yeah, 100%. Right, okay, I'll get off the phone and see what the sat-nav is saying, and next stop, Viaduct. This is where I've got toll road anxiety, because Lee can just go straight through. Mate, that was a nightmare. None of my payments would work.
Are you through?
Yeah, I am now. Where are you?
I'm on the hot shoulder.
Okay, where about, what, far from the toll booth?
No, not far. Just keep coming up, and you go ahead of me, and or just flash me, I'll go ahead of you, and then you can overtake me.
That was so stressful. Neither of my bank cards would work, and then my Apple Pay failed as well. But then, so I called assistance, there's people queuing up behind me, but then it like miraculously went through on like the 5th attempt. I was there for ages. I wish I'd got my toll tags.
Weird. Yeah, it makes it a lot easier.
Yeah, well, another win.
Are you far behind now?
I'm just coming over the crest of the hill now.
You can see me in a minute.
That was stressful.
I'm going to go ahead of you.
Alright, well the viaduct's just come into view. It does look impressive, doesn't it?
You got past me, have you?
No, I don't think so. Did you pull in like to the lay-by just after the toll, or are you further? Oh no, I can see you, Right, pull out. Go after the Golf, I'll let you go ahead. Oh, okay, yeah, I see you. Alright, I'm going to come down and go next to you. Oh, that was stressful, that was. I'm all on high alert. That was horrible. Got people queuing up behind me and bibbing their horns and everything. It was nasty.
You're out there, you've only got one fog light working.
Have I?
Yeah.
Oh, one of my fog lights has failed then. Never mind, right, I'll turn them off. There we go. Should be back to 2 lights now. Oh, that was stressful. Right, anyway, Viaduct, beautiful, amazing, let's go. Millau Viaduct, isn't it? It's not as long as I thought. I thought it was going to be longer than that. But it was pretty cool to be cruising across. Pretty cool to be cruising across the viaduct next to you like that. Yeah, that was worth it.
That was a top gear moment, that was.
It
That
was.
fantastic.
It was driving the Millau Viaduct in a V70R in saffron. Yeah, good experience that.
Is it saying you're going to get there? Because it's saying to me, right, 893 kilometres, which is 9 hours 43 minutes to get there.
Well, mine's just rerouting. It's saying 7 hours 57 for me.
You see, an hour and 43 minutes over compared to you, because I've got a charge, and that is where the issue is. You know, it's all very well doing it for cheaper. I just want to get there, to be honest. I'd pay another £100 just to get there a couple of hours earlier, just to hang out, go and have a pint to eat with my mate, and relax.
Yeah, exactly. And I got to admit, it was kind of, I arrived yesterday early and I was like, well, it's a bit pointless without Lee here. So, but then again, if I'd waited, then both of us would have got there at 9 o'clock and we both would have been knackered. So it's.
I actually thought this morning I was going to basically get up early and leave, but I wanted to do the viaduct together like that, otherwise, because that's what we planned.
The only thing that was missing from that viaduct was a third car filming us both, but you can't have it all, can you?
There we go. Anyway, I'm going to hit the road and I'll see you in Benidorm, probably about 10 o'clock.
So the next instruction I've got is 65 miles away, so I'm guessing we're going to stay together now for about 100 miles because I don't need a wee, I don't need any food, and I don't need any fuel for 150 miles. So yeah, I'm guessing we're going to be level pegging for a little while now, for the first time in any of these trips, to be fair.
Yeah, to be honest, it's done it a lot easier using the Porsche Santander. We've figured that one out. And I reckon, a ton of years now, I reckon I challenge you again to Jolly Groats to Land's End, but this time using the Porsche Santander, the satellite navigation system, the charging system.
All right, let's do it, and I will use my beloved Volvo 850 diesel.
Can you not use that one?
Well, again, like I've said it so many times on video, the reason I chose this car is because the last few challenges we've done, based on the cost price in the UK, I could have used pretty much any car so long as it gets above 28 miles per gallon, but those numbers are completely different in Europe.
It's crazy. I don't know. Anyway, onwards, my friends.
Onwards indeed. Right, miles and miles and miles together now, I reckon. Cool, see you in a bit. I think we got ourselves a convoy. We are driving down through some beautiful scenery. I wasn't very far ahead of Lee anyway. We're both observing the speed limit. So I thought, do you know what? I'll just sit tight for a couple of minutes and wait for him. And then we can film, capture both cars. Because it's not actually very often on these trips that we do get to capture both cars. The scenery is absolutely stunning. When I put the full edit together, you'll see all of this. It's been a good day so far. We've done the viaduct, plenty more still to do. 500 miles still to go. I've got 200 miles left in the tank before I need to fill up again, and if I slow down a little bit, that number will keep coming up. I know Leah's got roughly about the same, so very much level pegging today. Had a disastrous experience at the toll booth, which really stressed me out. It got to me, and I was all sweaty and nervous because I just knew that my the one bank card is now empty, and I only had the other one that was working. And I just thought, if I've got, you know what it's like when you've got to move money between your bank accounts on your phone. It's like, well, that's all well and good, but not when you're at a toll booth with other people waiting. And I was like, this is not the day for this to happen. So that was just really stressful, and I wish I had my toll tags, but I don't, and that's all part of the adventure. Running down through this valley, it is stunning. I've got that. I mean, I've said this before, the Porsche Taycan is a good looking car. I don't mind staring at Lee's rear end for hours on end. And I think the Volvo is probably, well, if it's not an attractive car, it's at least an interesting car to look at. So, you know, we've given Lee an interesting vehicle to document for the trip. Primera. Love it, absolutely love it. This is beautiful. I've done this bit before. This is the run on down towards the Spanish border now, and then from the Spanish border you're on the main auto route that hugs the coast all the way. After Barcelona, it pretty much hugs the coast all the way to Benidorm. That's going to be a nice part of the drive. It's a nice conclusion, and it's a nice day too. So yeah, very much enjoying life at the moment. Speed limit is 110. I'm doing 100 actually, so I'm slightly beneath the speed limit. Let's engage the cruise control. I'm going to cruise control at 110. There we go. Just beneath 70 miles an hour. Yeah. Today is a good day. V70 R with my sunroof open, and many of you know that I was DJ at the school disco on Friday, and lots of the little girls were requesting Taylor Swift, and for some reason I've woken up this morning with Taylor Swift in my head. So guess what I'm listening to today? Yes, I am admitting on YouTube in front of 120,000 subscribers that I'm driving along in a 250 horsepower car listening to Taylor Swift. Apparently I don't know any of the words to Love Story by Taylor Swift, but you can pretty much make it up as you go along. So long as someone's sat around waiting and there's a wedding ring and there's a telephone and there's a wedding dress and it all ends up happy, you can sing whatever you want. Great song. Just admitted that on YouTube. Tell you what, I really like that Ford Focus up ahead, because it's got the rubber bumpers on each side, and it's kind of done up a little bit like, see, it's got the rubber arches, so it's slightly higher, and I really don't know why slightly lifted, more practical estate cars haven't taken off. The Volvo V70 XC, which was this shape, was one of the first, and it was such a great looking car with big rubber bumpers and big rubber wheel arches, and that makes so much more sense because you don't have to worry about knocking your cars on things, you know, or driving past bushes or doing stuff that you actually use a car for. I really think like a practical station wagon estate car is the way to go, especially if it's got rubber bits on it, so you don't have to worry about it so much. Yep, I appreciate the Ford Focus. So we are 270 miles, so we are 275 kilometers from Barcelona, which according to my speedo is about, what, 170, 180 miles, something like that. Once we hit Barcelona, we then pick up the coast route, and then it's the coastal auto route all the way down to Benidorm. So a relatively easy run today. There's more traffic because it's a Monday. The lorries are on the road, but all is well in the Volvo, all is well in the Taycan, which is behind me. I've got 140 miles of range left, at which point I will then stop and put in a full tank of petroleum. Lee has roughly the same amount of range in his car. Well, he doesn't. He's got about 80 miles left until he needs to charge, but that's the point that I'll be looking to fill up anyway. So we've ended up staying together for most of this morning. Neither of us are driving particularly fast. We're both sticking to the speed limit. We're both engaging cruise control. It's quite nice cruising along with my mate in my rear view mirror, or indeed in front of me, because we're kind of chopping and changing as of how the traffic flows. So all good. However, I am still going to get to Benidorm significantly before Lee. And you know, although it's cost me more, how much is time worth? I'm going to keep saying this because that's the way it is, isn't it? But we shall see how we go. Taycan looking good, Volvo looking good, not too many complaints, just under 500 miles remaining. MacMaster, is your bladder bursting?
Yeah, my bladder's bursting, but also, I'm recording this, we need to take because those bursts of acceleration that I've done means that I'm going to be very low on battery when I get to the charge point now. So I'm taking
Yes.
I'm sure you are with your running off fumes, because I'm looking and thinking, yeah, maybe needs to have a new burst of acceleration. I'm not going to make it to the charging point, so I need to take the time now.
Yeah, well, I've got 80 miles range now, and my fuel light's going to be coming on in about 30 minutes. My gauge is extremely low, so yeah, I'm quite happy to sit slightly slower while we get to this petrol station.
Let's go really slow now. Although I'm just in the normal speed, just chilling along, cruise control, so 55 kilometres, 35 minutes. It's what, hopefully my charge will last and my bladder won't burst.
Yeah, deal. I'm absolutely ready for a wee as well. So yeah, we're in sync today, aren't we? You know, like when you are.
You missed it. It's like a castle to the left.
Castle on the left.
This is amazing.
This is a really beautiful run now. As we work our way down to Barcelona, you sort of come down from on high. We're at a fairly decent altitude at the minute, so this road's just going to get better and better until we get into Spain. And then from memory, the border bit through Spain is fantastic because you're coming down from height, you're in the mountains. Pretty sure this is going to get really scenic as we push ahead today.
Wow, this is great. And I'll tell you what a fantastic way to do it. Now, there is something to be said about flying. When you miss all this, you don't see it.
Yeah, flying's a very different thing, isn't it? I don't think you fully appreciate the terrain when you fly either, do you?
You don't. And I've got to say, by the way, although we're sometimes disappearing from each other at the next stop, there's something to be said about the convoy. I like it.
Yeah, it's good fun, isn't it? I think maybe at some point we need to, we should see what other YouTubers that we actually like and get along with are up for doing some form of convoy thing. Because yeah, it's more fun, isn't it, when you're all together?
It is. We just need a baguette, Geoff. We need a baguette. If we don't have a baguette in France, we fail, right? We fail.
I can taste it. I can taste the baguette that I want. I can picture it. I know exactly what it looks like. I'm ready.
I'm ready. Right, I shall see you at the service station. I'll tell you what we're going to do when we get to the services.
Yeah.
You're going to plug my car in. See what it's like to charge.
That's quite a funny idea. Yeah, all right. Yeah, we'll do that. 114 euros later, but it is now pretty much full. So that should be the last one on the way down to Benidorm. That should be my last fill. He is now, I can see him getting onto an Ionity, subsidised by Porsche. And this is the thing, right? Even though it's been cheaper for Lee to get down to Benidorm, all of his charging has been subsidised. And someone's paying for that. And it must be, is it Porsche? Or is it taxpayers? And if it's taxpayers, then you're paying for Lee's trip. I mean, I know there's questions about how taxpayers fund the EV movement via the company car thing, but yeah, ridiculous, isn't it? UK government subsidising people. Weren't they paying thousands of pounds to Tesla? Is it working?
We don't know. I'll tell you what, we're going to get you to do it.
What have I got? Oh, have I got to do it?
Yeah,
All right.
I'll get your camera. Look, what we'll do is we'll set my camera up. We can double vlog here quite easily. You ready?
Right, so...
Right,
All
okay.
right. All right, what do I have to do?
What you got to do is, first
Yeah.
of all, you got to get... You need my charging card, but don't show it on camera because it'll do it. Right, you pass me your camera.
Yeah.
Right.
Where do I
Okay,
put this?
I need you to get that pump there, pump charging thing, plug, right?
What's that
Pull that over there. Right, that's it. Try not to capture my paintwork. Oh, okay.
There?
Yeah, then you got to undo that.
All right.
Right, pull down that flap,
Yeah.
shove that in.
Shove it in.
Okay, right.
There.
That's it. Rest that neatly along the bodywork there, like that. He's doing it. He's doing it. Right. Okay.
Now what?
Now, what you got to do is put the card. Okay. You're going to put the card onto the thing itself.
There.
No, the other way around.
Yeah. Like that.
That's it. Can you get it in English?
Connection okay.
Can you get it in English?
English.
Okay. Press start.
Start. Mobility contract, direct payment. Are you on direct payment?
Yeah, that's it. Pull away. Take the card away. Now put it on again. Okay. Right. What's it saying? Oh,
preparing to charge.
my wrist is buzzing. My wrist is buzzing.
Setting up communication
You
with
can
the car.
remove the card, but don't show the camera.
Right, card off.
Yeah.
Preparing to charge.
Okay.
59 kilowatts this one. 59p a kilowatt.
But it isn't though for me.
Oh right, okay, got you. So it's subsidised for you.
It is, yeah.
Who's subsidising that? Am I paying for that?
You're probably paying for that, yeah. Right, is it charging
No,
yet?
it's still preparing.
Preparing. This is where your stomach turns. Is it going to work or not?
0%.
Is it charging?
0%.
Okay.
Is this a fast one or is this a slow one?
No, this is a fast one.
So it should get 17%. That's because it's read what's in your battery now.
Yeah, it's reading all the stuff.
240 kilowatts it's going at.
Is that what we got? 240 kilowatts?
249. 18%.
Okay, now come to the car. Come
Right.
to the car. Open up the door. Right. And then,
What does it need to do that?
I don't know.
Electric
Then on the middle bit there, you
Yeah.
should be able to see it's charging. It's green.
Yeah, it's green.
How fast is it going up?
249 kilowatts, it's at 19%.
Okay.
76 kilometres, 77 kilometres,
Yeah.
20%.
See how fast that's charging.
That is quite fast.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Cool.
Cool, isn't it? It
cool.
might have already preconditioned the battery, to be fair, because
Yeah.
it was getting ready to get to the next place.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you
Alright.
feel about that? Was it
Yeah.
easier just to put in and fill it with fuel?
Well, yeah, but it cost me 114 euros.
Right. Well, this is probably going to cost me 20 odd euros.
Yeah.
Cheaper. Do you want your camera back?
I want to go for a wee, then I'm going to go.
We need a baguette.
I'm not ready to eat.
You're not ready
I
to eat.
don't really midday eat when I'm driving.
Really?
Yeah.
You're just going to leave me?
I'm going to have a wee and I'm going to leave, yeah.
You're going to
this is the-
leave?
Yeah. If you leave me now,
You
you'll
take
get there
your-
3 hours before me. Ooh, don't buy an electric car. Yeah, so basically I'm going to get going.
Right.
Cool. Right, see you in a bit.
He's going to leave me.
Smug
He's
bastard.
going to leave me. I'm going to go and get a baguette. I'm going to leave.
Yeah, you've got 80% time, so see you in a bit. See you in Benidorm. Bye. Helicopters. So I've just walked off with Lee's charging card, which would have been a bit Top Gear, that wouldn't it? That would have been a bit Top Gear. I know, yeah. Right. There you go, military helicopters. Hey? Yeah. Just filming these helicopters. Weird lines in the sky, even down here. Very odd skies that we've driven through. Right, let's get going. So, I've just put in 450 miles, and Lee has just put in a maximum of about 250. That means, even if his car's charging fast, and it's going to take him 20 minutes now, he's got to do another 20 minutes later on. So that means he's at best 40 minutes behind me. And once I've had a wee, I'm off. So that is essentially the end of day 2 in terms of the challenge point of view. There's still a lot that can go wrong. We've still got quite a lot of miles to cover, but yeah, pretty confident. I've massively enjoyed my Volvo. Check that I've actually locked it. Yeah, so I don't need to buy anything. I don't need any food. I've got water in the car. I don't need any coffee. So I'll just get going now. Okay, so I don't need to drive at breakneck speed down to Benidorm. I'm already 3.5 hours ahead, which is banked from yesterday. So all I've got to do is get there. Maybe if I sit at 70 miles an hour instead of the speeds that I was doing yesterday, we can eke some more economy out of my V70R. So let's do that. Would have been funny if I'd taken his charging card, wouldn't it? What would he have done? He would have had to. I should have done it. Bugger. I wish I'd done that. Kind of wouldn't be fair to totally sabotage Lee there, would it? Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to reset my fuel economy. So far I've done 939 miles and it has averaged 31.1. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drive the rest of the way without doing the stupid bits of acceleration and high speed bits that I did yesterday, and just see what the old girl can do. See if I can claw back some of the spend on the petrol, because I know that Lee just put in a slightly more expensive electric fill. So let's cheat a little bit. Let's wait for a downhill section, then I'll reset my miles per gallon, and let's see if we can get closer to like 35, 36 out of it. 36 would be an absolute win for this car, wouldn't it? Heading into Spain now. Let's get some distance covered. We're in Spain. We just passed from France into Spain. I am in Spain. Hola, hola. Here we are. Cool. Now we got a big run down the mountain. I absolutely cheated by resetting my fuel economy at that point, because my average right now is saying 49.7 miles to the gallon. Very good for 52.6. I love it when you cheat and reset your fuel economy just as you're coming into like a long downhill coasting section. 58.4 miles per gallon from a V70 R. 61.3. It's just going to keep going up now. Oh dear. Yep. Oh well. I can have a little bit of fun with cheating, can't I? That says my range is 435 miles to this tank, and I've got less than 435 miles to do. Oh, someone wants to come past in a Kia. Let's get out of their way. You just reached Spain, have you?
Right, well, you've got to have your fizzy water and a bit of zest to it.
I love a bit of sparkling water, I do. I am a sparkling water kind of guy.
You know what? My eldest daughter says it's awful, right? It's great. It's the only way to get water is because I should put a sparkle in it.
Hang on though, because I always think this when we have sparkling water, right? Our road tax is based on the CO2 emissions. So what if they just stopped putting CO2 in drinks? Because where do they get the CO2 from that goes in drinks? They've got to get it from somewhere. And then the fizzy drinks industry is huge. So how about instead of charging us a fortune to drive our cars, we just cut the fizzy drinks industry in half? Because it's all full of sugar and it's all bad for you anyway. So it would protect people's health, and it would do stuff for the CO2 thing, which, I mean, that's an argument in and of itself, because, you know, CO2 is the food, is the gas of life. And if you have more CO2, you have more plants, but you're not allowed to say that.
Okay, well, you can take away our sugar, but you'll never take away our fizzy water.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. Shut down all of the fizzy drinks industry, apart from sparkling water.
Yeah, keep the sparkling water, and then we're all good.
Because hang on, but that would sort out the plastic problem as well, because most of the plastic is being produced by the fizzy drinks industry. So cut the fizzy drinks industry in half, and you cut the plastic in half. I'm full of good ideas when I'm on a road trip.
There's no need to have a plastic bottle or a drink, right? Because tins are better. It tastes better out of a tin.
A tin? You mean a can? You sound like you're from like 1943 with your tin of Diet Coke.
You know what? A tin, that's my time in America. We do apologise.
Oh, right, I've got you. Hey, it's getting hot, isn't it? And my aircon doesn't work, and I'm wearing jeans.
Scared and hard in here. Take off all your clothes. And it's getting hot, actually. Yeah, it's 25 degrees.
That's exactly what I'm going to do in a minute. I'm going to try and take my trousers off.
Don't do it while you're driving. It might end up like that bit out of Plymouth Street where John Candy gets his coat stuff.
Oh, hilarious. But if I do it while I'm driving, I'll film it, and then I've finally got a video that I can put up for my members only on YouTube.
Yeah, absolutely. You can put, actually, if you do it on the OnlyFans.
Exactly, yeah, only Geoff. Do you know what I think as well, though? I think driving under bright sunny skies like we're under today is more tiring than the skies we had yesterday, because it was changeable and grey and the weather kept changing. I think that kept the tiredness at bay, whereas today it does feel like a long route.
It's a lot easier over here. Everything is just better. Everything's better. I say, let's join the EU again.
I wouldn't be against it, I don't think. I mean, like I said, I've not seen a single benefit of us leaving, and when it comes to legislation and everything, the EU still has far too much of a say in what the British do anyway. So what was it all for? Maybe it was all. I think it was probably all just smoke and mirrors. Maybe it was just all another distraction because nothing's changed, has it? It's just everything's got a bit worse.
Well, nothing's changed about the fact when you get off a plane now to get into Europe, you're stood in a passport queue, and it's an absolute nightmare. I have to tell you this, right? Now you can disagree with me. To get to Spain, you're stood in a massive queue now where they treat you like garbage and you've got to stamp your passport because you're an outcast now because they're not following you. But we got on a ferry and we showed our passport very quickly, handed it back, and we've not had an issue since.
Ah, that's actually a very good point. Yeah, because when you arrive on an airport, you have to stand in the queue to indicate that you're from a third world country, and everything takes forever. But on a ferry, we were straight through. It was easy. That's because I'd explained that I was with a famous YouTuber. There was a famous food reviewer behind me, and he needed to pass through quickly. He needed swift passage. Right, I'm going to crack on then. What's your ETA?
ETA says 8:38.
8:38. Oh, that's not too bad. It's an hour and a half behind me.
Yeah, 8:38. But you're not going to stop at all.
No, I don't really see the need unless I need to have a wee. But no, I just want to get there. And again, like, that's the benefit of the petrol car, innit? I don't need to stop, so I shouldn't stop.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I thought you might have stopped for about 40 minutes.
Would you like me to? Would you like me to stop for about 40 minutes? Do you know what? As I drove away from that service station, I was kicking myself. I should have taken your bloody charging card with me.
Oh, that would have been hilarious. That means I would have had to pay full whack.
I really wish I'd done it now. I really wish I'd taken your card.
But it cost me about another £100. Probably more.
All the people watching now are, yeah, they're attacking me for not taking my opportunity to sabotage the EV.
I'm just going to get a load of plastic balls and fill your car with it.
Awesome, love it. All right, so I'll see you about 8:30. I'll get down there, see if I can sort us out a hotel.
Oh, I'm going under a Blue Bridge. A Blue Iron Bridge. It's yellow line. The graffiti on it.
Yeah, I can't remember whereabouts that one was. I've been under a few bridges. But yeah, I am going to have to stop because I'm going to have to take my trousers off.
Right, I'm sure I'll catch you later.
All right, see you in a bit. Bye. Well, the cost of being alive seems to be going up and up and up.
Yeah.
Which is, again, slightly concerning, isn't it? The general costs of stuff is getting wild.
Yep.
Now, I had a pizza last night and an Orangina, and that was €20. Well, that seems like a lot of money.
Yeah, that's pretty fun.
No. So, I'm just quite looking forward to getting down there now. You know, I've got the last 4 hours. Get my shorts on. I tell you what, I'm sweating out at the minute. It's very warm.
How have you found driving that car?
Great. It's got a slight pull to the right, which is annoying. I should have had the tracking done before I left. But the tracking was in the history of the car, so I just presumed it would be fine. But it didn't really make itself apparent until I got on bigger roads. The car is great. It's been lovely, comfortable, plenty of power, but I just find myself missing my diesel, because the diesel's got plenty of torque, which is what you need on a motorway. You need to be able to accelerate out and away from people. You know, you need to be able to accelerate up hills, and the diesels do that perfectly well. So I haven't needed the acceleration that this car provides. I haven't needed the top speed that this car provides. So it's just an expensive version of the car that I know and love, which is a 850 or V70 estate. Comfortable. I tell you what, the stereo though, it's got an expensive Dolby Pro Logic surround system in it, and that's one of the best car stereos I've experienced. So that's been nice.
Yeah, nice.
So.
What you need really, with respect to what you're doing.
Yeah, exactly. And all the doors open and the sunroof opens, which immediately puts it above the green one.
Yeah.
would have been a pain doing it without a sunroof. I've enjoyed having a sunroof. I like a sunroof. If you engage if you wait for a long stretch of road and then engage your cruise control sat behind a lorry, it is possible to remove your trousers while driving your car. I tell you what, when Tesla sort out their autopilot, there's no end of possibilities for what you can do in a car. I think it must be. I can't think of any other reason that I'd want autopilot other than to get undressed. That's absolutely wild. What a sky. Looks just like the one in Twister. Have to deal with this in France. I didn't film it either, but the guy in the truck on the left pulled out as I was coming to him. I had to slam the brakes on. First time I've had to deal with this. Right, come on, let's get through. On the plus side, fuel economy is saying 50 to the gallon while I sit behind this guy. Over you go. There we go. Oh, it's a Porsche lorry. It's Porsche Motorsport. Customer racing. Lee told them to do that. Lee told him to pull out and slow me down. Telling me there's been an accident up ahead. I'm now crawling in traffic. It says it's only a 10-minute delay, but I suspect it's going to be longer. Annoyingly, Lee is quite a way behind me, and that might mean that he'll miss all this. It might be cleared by the time Lee comes through. So it remains to be seen. This is not going to help my fuel economy. I've got 150 miles to get to Benidorm, and I've got 205 miles range. So I could really do without this sapping much of my petrol, because I really don't want to have to stop and put in more fuel and therefore more money. So fingers crossed that we clear this traffic relatively quickly. And of course, let's hope everyone's all right. Yeah, we're going down to one lane. That seems to be the problem. I might jump into the lorry lane. What is going on here? Well, they've got a crane out. There's police. There's a lorry gone off the side. I think a lorry's gone off the side. That means... what is that all about? I can't even tell what's happened there. Yeah, a lorry's gone over. Looks to me like a lorry's gone through the barrier and they're clearing up all the mess. I think that'll still be there when Lee goes through there. Cool car coming up here, look. Jeep Cherokee. Turbo diesel as well. Yep, like that a lot. Having problems charging. He's been to one and it didn't work.
So I'm going to have to find another one now, which means I'm not going to get there till about 9:30.
He's a long way behind me, but the problem I've had is the final approach to Benidorm. I'm now, how many miles out am I? I'm now 13 miles out. Got my hat on the wrong way around, but all of the final approach is uphill. I'm gonna arrive in Benidorm around about 7 o'clock, but I am going to be on fumes. Right, I have now begun the descent into Benidorm. Yes, I know, I'm not on a plane, but the last stretch is one big long climb before you get to the downhill section. My car was eating range like anything. I could not get the fuel economy above about 20 for miles and miles and miles. I was genuinely concerned that I'm going to be pulling into Benidorm on absolute fumes. As it stands right now, I have 60 miles left in the tank, 10 miles left to do. So I should be arriving at my destination with 50 miles left. Fuel consumption on this car has been shocking, but it's a performance car, so what do you expect? What did I expect? What was I thinking? I hear you say. Lee is 120 miles behind me. He's having problems charging. He was directed by his car to a charger that wasn't functioning. Now he's scrabbling around with 100 kilometers range, trying to find a charger, and he reckons he's not going to get in until 9:45. I'm going to get in at 7 o'clock. I should have plenty of time to have a swim, have a shower, have a couple of beers. I might even have a bite to eat, because I'm not eating yet today. I haven't felt the need to eat. I don't feel the need to eat when I'm doing these big journeys. So, all is looking good, and in 14 minutes, all should be looking even better. Benidorm! We have made it! I am here. I'm about 10 miles from my hotel. Volvo's been sweet. Oh yeah, I just driven 401 miles without stopping, and it felt great. I loved every minute of it, and I could drive further, but I do now need a wee. So yeah, if the question is how many miles can you drive without stopping, the answer is 400, because I just did it. I actually did slightly more than 400, because I can't remember where I reset the trip. But there we go, 400. Right, I'm going to listen to my favourite Tropical House mix as I film the ride into Benidorm. The music that you're listening to, sadly, is not my favourite Tropical House mix because of a copyright issue, but here's some cool music anyway. Stop the clock, I'm here. 6 o'clock. I made it. 6 o'clock. Right, let me get my trousers on. Genuinely just drove about 400 miles with no trousers on, but I have just driven 1,336 miles with no shoes on. Barefoot the entire way. Right, let's get the car in a position for a photo while I get my trousers on. Oh yes, we've made it. We are here. First here, obviously. We're always going to be first here, but even though it's a bit of a hollow victory, still kind of feels good. Oh, the fuel light has just come on. The fuel light has just come on. Right, let's get a picture. Made it. Stop the clock. 6 o'clock. Here we are. Benidorm. Hey? Would you like to buy it? I'll sell it. It's just won a race against an electric car all the way down from Calais. I mean, I've spent a little bit of money on petrol, but he's hours behind me. Good looking car, isn't it?
Beautiful, that.
Yeah, they are. They're quite special cars.
You're doing a YouTube video or something?
Yeah.
Hello all.
There we go.
Buy this Volvo because they're one of the best cars in the world.
They are. Yeah, everybody loves this Volvo.
Yeah.
Well, I'll see you in a bit. Yeah, let's have a look. There we go. Look, just pulled up and somebody already wants to buy the car. So Lee's just phoned me. He's having a right nightmare charging. He couldn't get charged. He's gone to a charger that's out of use. It wouldn't take his card. And now he's got a Tesla owner who's trying to help him get charged. He's not going to be here for hours and hours and hours, and I'm already here having loads of fun. I'm riding my skateboard for a little while though, so interesting to see if I fall off. Honestly, people get all excited about longboards and electric skateboards. What you need is a three-wheeler. It's the only three-wheeler that I'm interested in anyway. Right, I'm going to get off my phone because I'm going to fall off. We'll skate all the way back down to the front and then get in the sea. I'm loving it. Bad news then, you got to see my ugly mug now. But Lee's still trying to charge. I'm going to go in the sea and I'm going to have a beer. So leave him to it with his electric car. I spent a little bit more money getting down here. But who's in the sea? Well, not me yet, but I will be in a minute. Yeah, I could have got down here quite a lot cheaper, but I also could have got down here faster. I think the way to do it is do it in a diesel car that you know does 45 miles to the gallon, even if you're driving at 90 mile an hour, and then just smash it. That gives you the best of both worlds. 31, 32 miles to the gallon. It's not enough at €2 a litre. It's just not. It's too expensive, unless you've got loads of money or you absolutely love the car. The thing is with the V70R is it does everything my TDI does, except it does the acceleration and the top speed a little bit faster. But once you've done the acceleration and once you've found out your top speed, what's the point? Then you might as well be in a diesel. And that's a little bit like the way the modern petrol hybrids work. They've got all the performance, but then they can shut down a cylinder or they can run on electric. Like, I get it, but just give me a good turbo diesel lump any day of the week and I'll take that. Right, I'm pretty sure you don't want to be staring at my bald head for any longer than you already have. So let's get out of here and go back to the hotel and have a beer or two, and we'll go sit and wait for Lee. That sound good to you? Sounds good to me. If you're wondering, I had my wee while I was talking to you.
£8:15 now, or France is now hour ahead. My watch says 8:15, but it's actually 9:15, so still no sign of him. 10 o'clock now. Also, it's raining. What's with that? Why is it raining? The weather. Can't predict the weather anywhere anymore, can you? Like any month, any country, take your pick, spin the wheel, you never know what weather you're gonna get. It's actually raining Benidorm in mid-May. Oh, who knew? Right, check this out. Lee is actually checking in before me, but that's because I've been down to the sea, I've had some calamari, I've had a few beers, I've been for a walk, I've been for a skateboard. And here he is, the MacMaster. You finally arrived.
I got here and there's charging downstairs.
10 o'clock.
I know. Well, let's get the car parked and let's get out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't checked in yet.
Can you come with me in the car?
Yeah.
Good. Get me around.
Where's the charger?
Downstairs. I've got to pay to park. And then,
okay, fine.
Yeah, it's all downstairs.
I left my park down the road, it'll be alright.
I'm not leaving a 120 grand car in the middle of it. Nah.
Yeah.
With my number plate on it that people know.
That's true.
I have haters, you know. It's a long journey.
Yeah.
I need beer.
Yeah.
This lady's very nice though. She's very helpful.
Right. Cool. Right, let's do it.
Electric charging point. But am I going to fit? I'm not going to fit in that, am I?
Where is it?
It's there.
Is that it?
I'm not going to get in there. How am I going to get in there? Drive back.
Oh, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, Lee has arrived. It's 10:10. I'll jump out, and do you want me to see you? You got all your sensors and stuff, haven't you?
Yeah, that side of that thing there's going to be a bit tight, but there we go.
Let me jump out.
How are we doing there?
I'm going to film you going through in this.
So Lee is at the hotel. The hotel offers electric car charging, and the electric car charging bay is rather narrow. It's here, look. So he's got to get in there. He can get through there, surely. It is quite tight. Where's he going? Swing it round, swing it round. Oh, easy, look. Easy. Get a bus through there. So now Lee can charge at the hotel. He's paying €11 for his parking space, whereas I park for free on the road. And then he's got to pay 49 cents per kilowatt to charge his car. But the car is safe and secure in the underground car park. There's other electric cars over here, look. Yeah, there's electric cars charging over here. So, what time did I get here? I got here at 7 o'clock. And Lee got here at 10. So 3 hours again. So 6.5 hours behind me overall from Calais to Benidorm. I don't think that's too bad. That's better than John O'Groats. Yeah, there's a full row of electric cars up there.
I think that's it. I have to tell it to switch it on, otherwise there's no other charges, is there? That's
No,
it.
that is it, yeah.
That's it, right.
Hey, you're lucky there's no other electric cars here.
Yeah, no, I don't think there's going to be many electric cars coming down here, to be fair. So,
Right, alright, hotel, beer. Oh, hang on.
No,
Oh no, it's not. It knows that it's plugged in.
Those are plugged in, but it ain't doing it yet.
The other thing is, Lee couldn't have climbed over his centre console, whereas I could just hop into my passenger seat to do toll payment. You ain't climbing over that, are you? That's virtually impossible. Especially for a man of your stature.
A man of my stature is never climbing over that.
Well, you're probably expecting a proper conclusion on that video, and I was too, but it turns out we forgot to film one. So, you're going to have to wait for the summing up debrief video that we did in a little cafe the day after, and that should be uploaded after this video has gone up online. I hope you enjoyed this series, the part 1 and part 2. Do let me know which bits you like, which bits you didn't like, what we should do again. Give us some suggestions for what we should do next, and real and more serious videos about all the dark stuff that's going on in the world. You know, the normal Geoff stuff. I guess we'll be resuming soon. But it's been really nice to take a break from all the grimness that's going on in the world, just to do something stupid like drive 2 cars, well, basically hang out with a mate of mine and then drive 2 cars down to the bottom of Spain. So thank you very much for watching. Make sure you click like, make sure you click subscribe, do leave a comment, and the next video summing up all the costs and all the times will be coming up tomorrow. Thank you very much.